What is good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Gray, your one and only corrupted angel, and today we're doing something a little bit different. We're doing another weapon review. This time we're doing a weapon review on a bit of a star chart behemoth and a slightly less effective in steel path weapon, but I still think that it is perfectly viable. Just make sure that you have a particularly beefy frame or some pretty decent damage mods in terms of weapons from Warframes. So maybe use it with Chroma, maybe use it with something else, but that is the Ignis Wraith. This weapon is absolutely fantastic at being a monster in the star chart and is well used. As you can see, ribbon disposition of 1, meaning it is very much so a popular weapon. But if you haven't gotten it, get your hands on it. It's from Barracuda. It's also available currently, I believe, in the Jade event as well. Or perhaps it's in the Valentine's event. One of the two has it. I know that for sure. But this is the build. We've got Amalgam Serration on there as always. Again, I love my sprint speed. You can swap this out for any other mod. Anything from a boost in damage with an element, or a boost in damage with a Bane mod works perfectly fine too. We've got Galvanized Aptitude to really boost up that status chance to 87%. We've got multi-shot in order to gain as much extra damage as possible as well, which I'm pretty sure definitely does work, I believe. Let's take it off. Yes, it does. It does work. I was pretty certain of that, but I just wanted to double check. Nevertheless, we got multi-shot as well on here. We have the critical delay and vital sense. I've got vital acceleration to sort of counteract the critical delay debuff, so that way we've got plenty of critical chance with 51%, really nice critical multiplier with 67, and we've got that vital acceleration. If you don't want to do this, you could also happily put maybe hammer shot in the Amalgam Serration slot as well. Could be hammer shot instead. We've got Rhyme Rounds and Malignant Force. We do have quite a lot of status on this weapon already in terms of status chance. So you could also easily former this to put in, for example, Primed Cryo Rounds. That would really buff up this weapon in terms of viral damage. Or you could even as well replace this Vital Acceleration or this Amalgam Serration and put in a really nice Magnet mod from the 1999 update, or you could put on a radiation mod from the Sanctum Anatomica as well. We do have primary Merciless, so that way as we get kills we start getting more and more damage, which is really handy. But overall, like I said, this is more of a weapon that I like to use just when I'm playing arbitrations or star chart or something like that, where you just blitz through things. You don't need to aim. It's a lot of fun. We're going to quickly throw on Mott to do our steel path check. I think as a whole, the weapon still stands up quite nicely, but I can totally understand the idea of perhaps not worrying about this weapon for steel path content. You can definitely build it and invest in it heavier than I have with double flat mods as well. So rather than going with the status mods, you can easily just go with the double flat mods. Again, build magnetic on it as well instead of serration. Then you've got just a massive elemental primer. But it's really up to you. It's really up to you on how you want to build it. As you can see, it still does its job, right? It still does its job perfectly fine. And that's something to note. Just understand that if you've got Arcane Rage or something like that available to you, or you've got a damage mod like Raw or Chroma for some bonus damage, Cold Chroma giving you that like 6 times damage or 8 times damage, any of that will go a long way. Revenant with the Enthrall buff, Mirage even with that buff too can be really nice. It does its job, clears crowds really nicely. I absolutely love this weapon. I think it's super fantastic. Really comfy to play. You just run through hordes of guys, holding down the fire button, reloading, holding down the fire button, reloading, and continuing forth. Never relenting. You can group people up as well if you've got a group up ability, and then just kill them all. It also works really nicely. I definitely recommend Pens of Ultraviolet here. If you haven't got a Pens of Ultraviolet, make sure you grab one. That just really helps apply viral, so that way you have even more viral stacks already on the enemies, because those viral stacks spread really, really well. That would also allow you to build a different element on the weapon if you've got a Pens of Ultraviolet on. In this case, I'm building viral just because I don't think everyone under the sun has viral on their companions. Some people run the shade and other things like that as well, so if you're not running any of those other companions, highly recommend a Ultraviolet for some viral procs. That way you can instead run corrosive or blast or something other than viral. Again, primed element mods are also available on this weapon. If you get primed hold on here, that would be a really fantastic one to pair up with a 70% infected mod. That also is pretty nice, right? If you've got a standard 70% toxin mod or 60% toxin mod, whatever it is, you can definitely pair that nicely with a primed flat damage mod. You're not going to lose that much status chance on it. And if you're pairing it with Chroma, for example, you really don't need to build for status chance because you get 100% more status chance with Chroma as well, just as a given thing, so keep that in mind. We're going to see, hopefully, soon whether or not this absolute beast of a weapon can handle an assassin. I really am not 100% sure on the assassin side of things. It might be able to. It's definitely a stretch. As you can see, I'm not killing things fast enough to not activate the life support system. I am going to need to activate life support at some point, probably. We're not killing enough guys, which is a bit annoying, but again, this isn't exactly a steel path viable weapon to the extent that like a burst on is, or a Bratton, or the Warframe or anything like that, right? You're not going to get the same sort of results. You're not going to get anything like that. Even the Torrid, right? You know, you're not going to get Torrid results from this, but you're going to get a pretty good set of damage out of this nonetheless. I mean, as you can see, it's still enough to get through all of this. The heat viral combo works really, really well. If you wanted to, you could also put Hunter Munitions on just for the funny. We have to, unfortunately, spin real quick here to heal. Because we're not quite killing things fast enough to be able to live. The Eximus units, again, is where it sort of struggles, which is why I would recommend potentially looking at getting yourself a magnetic mod from 1999 to help with that. It would really make this even better. I don't have it personally because I haven't done the 1999 grind yet, but it is recommended 100%. The Ignis key, yes, Vor, I'm aware that you exist, so. Okay, well, we've got an assassin somewhere here. I don't know where he is yet, but we'll find him. He'll appear. Oh, there he is. Okay, so it's doing pretty decent damage to the assassin. Definitely not my fastest assassin kill by any stretch of the imagination, but it's okay. Definitely not good at killing solo targets quickly. It's very much so more of a kill an entire room of people in a reasonable amount of time sort of a weapon. But again, the expectation isn't super high on this, so there is that to consider. We're gonna head out now. You've got the idea of the build. I think it's a lot of fun. Definitely a really enjoyable weapon. Visually appealing as well. If you can pick up the Luna skin for 25 plat, I think the Lunar New Year is still going on when this video comes out. Definitely pick up the Lunar New Year skin. It is really pretty and really nice, and it looks quite good too. We got a nice secondary deadhead. We're slowly working on our arcanes to increase our ability to get more arcanes going, so there's that too. With that in mind though, like, comment, subscribe, all that sort of jazz. Support me if you can. If you want to come by and visit me on stream, I love to chat with the viewers. I'm a War Thunder content creator, so I am constantly playing War Thunder on stream, which is another free-to-play game. If you want to check it out, I definitely recommend it. It is a lot of fun. The other thing to note as well is we're going to have plenty more content coming as I go. So if you want to support me in any way, shape, or form, feel free to add me in the game. Give me some love. I am trying to collect every single Prime Warframe. So if you have a spare Prime Warframe and you want to assist me in my goal of getting every single Prime Warframe, please let me know. I'll happily trade you and grab it off you with perhaps maybe giving you a ribbon mod or something fun like that, just for the sake of it. But nevertheless, give lots of love to the channel, and I will see you very much so in the next one. Bye!